Whoa, what's going on, everybody? This is John, and you're watching Super Positive Games, and I'm here with my first ever Summer Game Fest. I've never done a Summer Game Fest recap. I used to cover E3 for many years. Okay, many years of my life I spent covering E3, but then stuff happens. E3 no longer is here. The last E3 I covered was 2021 when it went all digital. That was the last E3, like official E3 ever. And after that, I never considered covering Summer Game Fest until this year, because I always had hate in my heart for Summer Game Fest for representing the downfall of my beloved E3. But I've learned to accept and embrace Summer Game Fest, and now I said, why not cover it just like I did E3 many years ago? So this is Summer Game Fest 2025. Welcome in. I'm not going to be covering every showcase. There were probably something like 15 or 16 different showcases going on. I'm just going to be covering the biggest or most important of them. Of course, the PlayStation State of Play I'll cover, which technically started before Summer Game Fest by a few days, but I'm going to include it here. So I'm going to be running through that really quick. I'm going to be doing the Summer Game Fest proper show, then the Xbox Game Showcase. I'll also hit the Day of the Devs, the Devolver show, and I'll finish off with the PC Gaming show. Okay? There are a couple of smaller showcases that went on, but I don't have time to cover all of those. I'll shout those out later at the end of the video. But how about I get started with the PlayStation State of Play Summer 2025, part of the Summer Game Fest extravaganza that just happened over the last couple days. All right, I'm here to break it all down, all the biggest showcases within the length of just one. PlayStation State of Play started with this game called Luminous Arise. It's coming this fall to PlayStation, PSVR 2, and PC. There's a demo out later this summer. This is kind of like a Tetris Effect style game where you're placing pieces, and it's like a fast-paced puzzle game that you're going. I think it's made by the developers of Tetris Effect Connected, if I'm not wrong. So they started off with that. Then Pragmata from Capcom. That's not the first time we're going to be talking about Capcom in this video. Pragmata, which was a long-lost game that was revealed, I think, probably in 2020. It got delayed by several years. Radio silence. Now Capcom is back with Pragmata. 2026, PS5, Xbox, and PC. That's a really cool-looking action game. It's like a sci-fi action game. I love Capcom, so I'm going to be all over this. Romeo is a Dead Man, coming 2026, PS5, Xbox, and PC. This is a new game from Suda51 over at, I think it's still Grasshopper Manufacture. They made Lollipop Chainsaw, Shadows of the Damned. This looks really exciting. The most insane trailer of the entire Summer Game Fest lineup of showcases here. It's bananas. You have to go watch this one yourself. Silent Hill F got a release date, September 25, PS5, Xbox, and PC. I've never played a Silent Hill game in my life. This will be the first one. Perfect for late September, right before October Halloween season kicks off. Next, a surprise I didn't see coming. Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement, coming 2026 for PS5, Xbox, and PC. I was a big fan of Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon in 2018. It was kind of served as like a precursor to 2019's Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night, which was like a fuller, like 3D. It was still a 2D game. It's a 2D Metroidvania, but it had a 3D art style. It was more of a bigger budget than Curse of the Moon, which was like a 2D like retro style pixel art game. I didn't love Ritual of the Night that as much as Curse of the Moon. Bloodstained is a follow-up to Ritual of the Night. I wish we got another. I mean, we did get a Curse of the Moon 2 years ago, I think in 2020, but I didn't love that one as much as the original. Bloodstained, I'm not like chomping at the bit to get a new Bloodstained here, but I'll bite. It's about vampires too, so that joke made a lot of sense. Next year, I'll see if I could check that out. Digimon Story Time Strangers coming October 3rd to PS5, Xbox, and PC. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles coming September 30th to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, PC, Switch, and Switch 2. Baby Steps is coming September 8th to PS5 and PC. Hirogami is coming September 3rd to PC. Nobody's Golf Hot Shots coming September 5th to PS5. And I'm going to be, if I'm going through these in a little bit of a quicker succession, that's because I don't really remember exactly. I watched probably like hundreds of trailers over the course of Summer Game Fest these past 3 or 4 days, and I don't remember each and every one of what these games are. So if I'm speeding through, I probably am not remembering, or they just didn't stand out to me as games that I'm interested in when I saw the 1 minute and 30-second trailer. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a game that stood out to me. It's a game I've been waiting for a release date for, and we got it here July 31st, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. A 2D Ninja Gaiden game. I'm all over this art style. It's from the makers of Blasphemous 1 and 2, the Game Kitchen. It's the year of the ninja. I enjoyed Ninja Gaiden 2 Black earlier this year, my first ever Ninja Gaiden. I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 later this year. That got a release date. We'll talk about that later. But Ragebound, late July, I'm all there. Then, Cairn is coming November 5th to PS5 and PC. This is a game very much, it's like a climbing adventure game, a lot like Don't Nod's Jusant from 2 years ago. This is a game I had my eye on for a while. Disappointed to know that it's a PS5 exclusive, at least for now, and there's a demo out right now, PS5 and PC. Then, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming this year, 2025, for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch 2. So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, that's all yours. Project Defiant Fight Stick. Okay, so that's PlayStation's new it's their own fighting game fight stick. It looks pretty cool. It's got like a joystick, a big joystick, large buttons. You got to check this out if you're a fan of fighting games. Project Defiant, PlayStation's new very own fighting stick. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. We all know that's coming August 28th, but it showed back up here. Very excited. That's going to be my first Metal Gear game ever, and I'm excited to get into that on August 28th. Neo 3 got a reveal trailer. That's a big deal for Souls fans and the Neo fandom out there. It's coming early 2026 to PS5, PC, and there's a demo out right now. Get in there. Thief VR Legacy of Shadows, 2025 to PSVR 2. This is a heartbreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Thief 2014 was one of the early games in the Xbox One generation that made a big impact on me. I had never finished it though. But it was a really important game for me in the early Xbox One generation. Sad to say, it's a VR game. Thief VR Legacy of Shadows. My heart is broken over this. I really would have liked a regular new Thief game. I don't play VR or have a VR set, so this is kind of disappointing to see. Hopefully this kind of gets funding done for a proper new Thief game in the future. But if you're a VR fan, Thief VR is for you. Tides of Tomorrow, February 24th, 2026. So that's early next year to PS5. It might be coming to other consoles. I'll have to put that on screen. I didn't double check this one. This is from the studio behind Road 96, one of my favorite games from 2022. This one, it's like really multiplayer online focused. Hard to explain, but it's like it all relies on other players in the world doing things, and I'm not a fan of those types of games. I would have preferred a single player, proper, like Road 96 like experience here, because I like the developer. I'm not sure I'm into Tides of Tomorrow. Astrobot got a new challenge, got new challenge levels, new bots, and a new controller. So that showed up here. Sea of Remnants is coming 2026 to PS5, PC, Android, and iOS. Sword of the Sea, which is from the makers of Journey, is coming August 19th to PS5. And then we got a PlayStation Plus kind of montage with FBC Firebreak, which is coming out June 17th. The PS Plus Classics catalog got an update with Deus Ex coming June 17th. Twisted Metal 3 coming July 15th. Twisted Metal 4 also July 15th. Resident Evil 2, the original, coming this summer. Resident Evil 3 also coming this summer. Myst coming later this month. And Riven coming later this month as well. Then 007 First Light showed up. I think this was the full reveal of it here at the PlayStation State of Play. This game looks fucking awesome. I'm not really a big James Bond fan. I've only seen the first ever James Bond film, Dr. No. I'm planning to watch the rest of them, the rest of the 30 movies, whenever they hit streaming. Like the other ones after Dr. No aren't streaming anywhere at the moment, which is a big problem for me because I want to continue the series before this game comes out next year. For PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and the Switch 2, which is impressive. We'll talk a little bit more about First Light later. Coming up on the end of the PlayStation State of Play, I keep wanting to call it a showcase, but it's State of Play. Ghost of Yotei showed up with a gameplay. It will be getting a gameplay deep dive in July. Of course, it's coming October 2nd. And then to wrap it all up, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls 2026 PS5 PC. The fighting game world is going crazy over this game. It's Arc System Works doing a Marvel game, tag team Marvel game. Not exactly sure what that means or what that is going on, but a Marvel fighting game is out there. Not Marvel Capcom vs. Capcom 3, but that's going down. Quick highlights for me from the PlayStation State of Play. Pragmata, love seeing that still alive. Romeo's a Dead Man, best trailer I've seen all summer. Silent Hill F, excited for that. Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement, the Scarlet Engagement, next year. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, all over that. Cool seeing Cairn, but disappointed that it's not coming to Xbox this year. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, all over that. And then seeing 007 First Light was really cool. Got to move on now, though, to the Summer Game Fest Showcase 2025. This is Jeff Keighley's stage, and there's a lot to dive into, so let's just get started. Mortal Shell 2 got announced, and it's coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. I played Mortal Shell 1 back in 2020. Really cool Souls game. Not the best Souls game I've ever played, but this trailer looks fucking sick. I can't wait to see more next year. Fortnite has its Star Wars Death Star sabotage event going on right now. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Got a new cinematic trailer with Kojima on stage. That was cool, as Jeff usually does with Kojima, his best friend. Chronicles Medieval is going early access in 2026, and that's on PC. Then, my whole world fucking lit up like a Christmas tree because Sonic Racing Cross Worlds got a huge trailer that revealed the Sonic Riders characters, Jet and the gang, Hatsune Miku, Ichiban Kasuga from the Like a Dragon / Yakuza franchise, Persona 5's Joker, and fucking Minecraft. Not just characters, entire racing levels in the Minecraft universe. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, they're not fucking around. All right? It's not just like bullshit. Like, they're actually doing crazy shit here. Minecraft. So what blew me away here, first of all, really quickly, and then we'll move on quickly. Sonic Riders was my whole world as a kid, and I've always wanted to see them do a third Sonic Riders game. This seems to be kind of that, with Jet and the other characters from Sonic Riders, and they're on hoverboards here. They're not in carts. They're on their fucking boards. I love this shit. That kind of hit me crazy. And then, I don't care about Hatsune Miku, but I do care about Ichiban Kasuga and the Like a Dragon franchise. Fucking, you're gonna have Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic, and Ichiban racing and competing across the finish line. It's gonna be fucking sick. And then Persona 5 in there, and then fucking Minecraft. Like, this shows me, because Sonic Riders, Ichiban, Like a Dragon, and Persona. Those are all Sega properties. But what really shows me they're going all out is bringing Minecraft in. And not just for a cart or a character, an entire stage, it looked like. What are they going to do next? I don't care about Sonic Racing, but Crossworlds, I'm going to fucking buy this. You know what I mean? It's coming September 25th. Xbox, I believe also Series X and S, and maybe also One. I'll double check that. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2. I'm sold on Sonic Racing Crossworlds, baby. Let's go. Code Vein 2 got a reveal and a gameplay trailer coming 2026 to Xbox, PlayStation 5, and the PC. I played the first Code Vein, never finished it. Surprised to see it again here. I'm not sure if I'm sold on another one, though. End of Abyss coming 2026 to Xbox, Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Mouse PI for Hire revealed that Troy Baker is going to be providing his voice for the game. That's coming this year to Xbox Series X and S, possibly Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Game of Thrones War for Westeros got a reveal trailer coming 2026 to PC. Atomic Heart 2 got a reveal and a gameplay trailer coming to PC and consoles. Did not expect an Atomic Heart 2 to be revealed this soon after the first game, which was only 2 years ago. A little over 2 years ago. Then, developer Munfish stayed on the stage to reveal The Cube. It's this kind of multiplayer shifting world. They described it as like an MMO, but it looked like a battle royale. We'll probably learn more. That's coming to PC and consoles in the future. No release windows for Atomic Heart 2 nor The Cube so far. They just got revealed here. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is a really nice retro-style 2D like beat 'em up, got a new gameplay trailer and revealed a bunch of new characters. Coming sometime this year. Still no release date on that. Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. That's one I got my eye on. Animusha Way of the Sword got a new gameplay trailer coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Felt That Boxing got a reveal trailer coming to PC, which is like this kind of, I don't know. It's like Puppets, Mike Tyson Punch-Out type of game. Killer Inn got a reveal trailer and gameplay. Closed beta coming soon. That's on PC. Arc Raiders got a release date of October 30th. Coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Dune Awakening got a new trailer. That's out probably the day that this video comes out on June 10th. PC. No consoles yet on Dune Awakening, by the way. Chrono Odyssey showed back up with a new trailer. It's got a Steam playtest June 20th through 22nd. I don't know. Yeah, that's the playtest window right there. Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Wuthering Waves version 2.4 launching June 12th for PlayStation 5, PC. Mio Memories in Orbit revealed. Steam demo out now. Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Out of Words, which is a really cool looking claymation, actual claymation like Harold Halibut last year. I love that game. Not the same developers, though. This is a kind of co-op game. Out of Worlds got a reveal 2026, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Mafia the Old Country showed back up. Let's fucking go. New trailer, August 8th. We all knew that. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year for me. I love the Mafia series, and I'm going to bring it back to the old country. Lego Voyagers got a reveal trailer coming to Xbox, Series X and S, possibly also Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny coming this fall, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Lies of P Overture DLC it got a new trailer and it's out now. Shadow dropped at the show. That's the Lies of P DLC. Not sure I'll be jumping into it. There's a lot of way too much other shit going on right now with gaming. Maybe in the future. Fractured Blooms got a reveal trailer. That's coming to PC. Blade and Soul Neo is out now on Steam, and then Blade and Soul Heroes is coming in September to PC. Crystal of the Atlan Cross One or X One Punch Man event. I don't know what that exactly is, but it's coming June 26th, or I guess it's happening June 26th through July 26th. The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming to PS5 and PC. Jurassic World Evolution 3 was revealed October 21st, Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Mina the Hollower, which is the devs behind Shovel Knight, that got a new trailer and a release date, October 31st, coming to PC. It's also coming to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Nintendo Switch. And there's a demo on Steam out right now for Mina the Hollower. Marvel Deadpool VR was revealed coming late 2025. Dying Light the Beast got a new trailer, August 22nd release date, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. That's on my calendar. Mixtape got a new trailer. That's from the devs behind... that's Beethoven and Dinosaur, the studio behind The Artful Escape back from 2021. That got a new trailer. Coming soon. Still no solid release date on that. But it's coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree got a reveal. It's coming September 19th to Xbox One... or Xbox Series X, not Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Acts of Blood. Not Acts, it's Acts of Blood. So, summer 2026, so next summer, PC. Scott Pilgrim EX, or X? I don't know exactly what the title is, but a new Scott Pilgrim game was revealed here at Summer Game Fest. 2026, though. Xbox Series X and S, possibly Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. The first Ascendant Breakthrough, which I guess is a new season or event, coming August 7th to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Scum got a new trailer. It's kind of this wacky PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds-like, but very a lot more vulgar and dirty. Got a new trailer June 17th to PC. That looks cool. If it were coming to consoles, I'd check it out. Mind's Eye got a new trailer. And it's going to have a Hitman collab as well. I believe they also brought Mads Mikkelsen out on stage because there's a 007 First Light cross Hitman World of Assassination cross Casino Royale crossover that's out now in Hitman. So they did a whole thing about that. I'll talk about this IO Interactive Showcase briefly. I'll touch on that in a little bit. Because I won't touch on it at all. Lego Party 2025 coming to Xbox Series X and S, possibly also Xbox One. I'm saying possibly because a lot of these trailers that say just Xbox, not Series or One or anything, just Xbox, and they also say PS4 and PS5, so I'm wondering if Xbox means One and the Series X and S. I'll confirm when I put things on screen. Just fucking watch out for it. All right. Xbox Series X and S, possibly Xbox One, like I said. PS4, PS5, PC, Nintendo Switch. That's Lego Party. Wildgate got a reveal trailer coming July 24th to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. There's an open beta from June 9th to the 16th. Blighted is coming soon to PC. Ill got a new trailer coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. That's like a super visceral horror game where like real dismemberment of the enemies looks really sick. It's Ill. Mecha Break got a new trailer coming July 1st to Xbox Series X and S and PC. Infinitesimals 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Resident Evil. Capcom showed up with a Resident Evil happy, 30th anniversary to Resident Evil appearance with and so the whole talk of the town is Resident Evil 9 going to be revealed. Resident Evil said nope, but we're gonna come in here and say happy 30th anniversary to Resident Evil and then leave. And I was fucking pissed off. Okay, I was pissed. How are you gonna do that? How are you if you're not ready to show Resident Evil 9, then don't show up. All right. Next, Street Fighter 6 revealed Sagat, Sea Viper, Ingrid, and Alex coming into the game this year, I believe, throughout the year. Last Flag got a reveal trailer coming to PC. Wuchang Fallen Feathers got a new trailer. It's coming, of course, July 24th to all the platforms it was previously confirmed for. Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver got a reveal trailer. This has been in the rumor mill for a long time under the Xbox banner. Not an Xbox game anymore, it seems, but it got a reveal trailer here. Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver. Coming to PC. No consoles on that trailer. So it might be coming to PC only or PC first or whatever. Looks really cool. Guild Wars 2 and Mongol Stardive. These, I think, might have been ads. It's hard to tell a lot of the time. And there didn't seem like a lot of ads in this Summer Game Fest showcase. But for some reason, these two stood out as, are they ads? Because I might skip them, but there they are. Moving on. Into the Unwell. Got a reveal trailer coming to PC. Splitgate 2 Battle Royale is out now. Stranger Than Heaven got a new trailer. This is, Stranger Than Heaven is like Ryuga Gotoku's, the studio behind the Yakuza and Like a Dragon series. This is their new game, seemingly a new IP. I don't think it's been confirmed that it's connected to the Like a Dragon world. I am kind of hoping that it is, personally. That would be really cool. But it's okay if it's not, because the story, the narrative chops of this fucking studio is top notch. Stranger Than Heaven. The first trailer showed up at the Game Awards. It was set in 1915 Japan. This was set in 1945 Japan. I'm interested to see if the next trailer is set in like the 60s or 70s, if we're going to see the whole century, because this was originally called Project Century. It might span the entire century. Is it the same character that's immortal? There's a lot of questions surrounding this game, including its release date, because there was no release date or window revealed, and including, I mean, it'll probably be on everything, but platforms weren't revealed as well. It just got a new trailer here. Very, very excited to see more of Stranger Than Heaven. I love this studio, and I can't... Whether or not it's connected to the Yakuza world, I don't care. I would like it to be, but even if it's not, Stranger Than Heaven, one of my most anticipated games of the next year or whatever, whenever it's coming out. Then, closing it out for Summer Game Fest Showcase, Resident Evil came back. They're not done, okay? They fucking tricked us because they revealed Resident Evil Requiem. It is Resident Evil 9, the next big mainline entry in the series. We're going back to the post-nuked Raccoon City with a new protagonist. I think it's rumored that Leon is going to be involved in some capacity as well, so that's exciting times. That wasn't revealed here. Leon wasn't anywhere to be seen. It was just the new protagonist. I don't know her name. I'll put it on screen. But this is fucking awesome. This is the follow-up to Resident Evil Village, of course, my 2021 game of the year. This might be third person. It might be a mix of both. We might give you the option. But I think it might be presented as a third-person game, which is going to be interesting because the last two main lines were first-person. I know Village, the DLC of Village, was third-person, and it also added the option to play the full base game in third-person. But that's a first-person game to me. Very, very, very excited for Resident Evil Requiem. And it's coming February 27th to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Highlight of Summer Game Fest for me, Resident Evil Requiem. Cannot fucking wait. Quick highlights for me, Summer Game Fest. Showcase Mortal Shell 2. Wasn't expecting to see that. Sick trailer. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds blew my world away. End of Abyss. I have this circled, but I don't remember what this game is. But I circled it, so it must have stood out to me. Atomic Heart 2 was not expecting that. The Cube from Munfish looks really cool as well. Mixtape, very excited for that. Can't wait for it to get a release date finally. Stranger Than Heaven, of course, and Resident Evil Requiem were my standouts of Summer Game Fest 2025. But we gotta move on to Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs 2025. It's tradition for Day of the Devs to follow up the Summer Game Fest Showcase, and they did once again this year. They started with Snap and Grab, coming early 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Big Walk got a new trailer. It's coming 2026. Sword of the Sea showed back up again with its August 19th release date, coming to PS5 and PC. Escape Academy 2 Back to School. The 2 is the number 2 here, which I don't like. It got a reveal trailer coming to PC. Mixtape got another new trailer. This was different from the one from Summer Game Fest Showcase. This was a different trailer, which was nice. It sucks when they did this a lot in 2021, where the exact same trailers keep showing up. But this was different, thank God. No new release date. Still coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Blighted got another trailer as well here. There's a demo coming later this year to PC. Blighted, by the way, is Drinkbox Games or Drinkbox Studios. Drinkbox, the studio behind the Guacamelee series, and also Nobody Saves the World. Dosa Divas got a reveal trailer coming 2026. Possessors got a reveal trailer coming later 2025. A demo is out now on PC. Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault got revealed coming summer 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Please watch the artwork. I'm not supposed to say what the release date is, but around Halloween is what they're saying out there. That's coming to PC, Nintendo Switch, and mobile. Marvel Cosmic Invasion showed back up with the new trailer coming holiday 2025. So that's okay. So here is, I know it was at State of Play, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, or Summer Games, one of the other two showcases that I just covered. It showed back again here with a window, holiday 25. That's exciting times. Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Neverway got a reveal trailer coming to PC. Relooted, no release date, but it's coming to Xbox Series X and S and PC. Raditon, from the makers of Patapon, it's got early access coming July 25th on Steam. Thick as Thieves got a new trailer, no dates. Pocket Boss is coming later 2025 to PC. Consume Me is coming September 25th to PC. Off is a port of a older game coming to PC and Switch August 15th. Tire Boy coming to PC, no dates. Toem 2 coming to PC, no dates. And we ended off with Unbeatable, which is this music rhythm game. Really fucking cool looking game. They did a musical performance from a band that makes music for the game. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. There's a Steam demo for it out right now. That's Day of the Devs. Highlights for me: Mixtape, can't wait. Blighted, looks really cool. Possessors stood out to me. I still see, that's another trailer. I circled the name and I'm forgetting, because last night I watched all of the 6-hour PC gaming show, which I'll cover later in this video. These PC gaming shows too long. There's like literally 70 or 80 trailers in the PC gaming show, and it fucking destroyed my memory of the earlier showcases of what I circled here as the standouts. But Possessors, I'll go back and look at what that is. Neverway, another game I don't remember what that is, and then Unbeatable I circled as well. Can't wait for that game. Next, Devolver Digital presents 2025, otherwise known as the Big and Tasty Devolver Showcase. Started off with Ball X Pit coming 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch, and there's a demo out now on Steam. That does it for the Devolver Digital Presents 2025 Showcase. Seriously, this year I love Devolver. Their showcases are a hallmark of the Summer Game Fest. Used to be, they were a big part of E3 as well, but they made the transition with Summer Game Fest. They're still doing their wacky, out there, weird ass shows. And this year, 10 minutes, one game, Ball X Pit. It was really kind of interesting to see them do this. Their shows are usually like 30 or 40 minutes with like 5 or 6 different games in there. But this year they did something a little different. 10-minute, super short, one game. I like what they did here. I'd like to see them do their more traditional shows in the future, but refreshing from them to see. It was still wacky. Those 10 minutes were still incredibly weird and strange. But I love Devolver, and I love that they still showed up here in some capacity. Highlights from Devolver Digital Presents Showcase 2025, none. I did not circle Ball X Pit because it didn't really stand out to me as something I'm interested in playing. It's kind of like this roguelike game where you're destroying these rows of balls, almost like Brick. as they come down and you're doing all this stuff and building out. I think you're building out like a farm or whatever. I don't know. It just didn't really speak to me, which is sadly the case for a lot of Devolver's games over the last few years. For me, it's just a me thing personally. Just nothing really. Few things from Devolver have stood out to me over the last few years, but I still love their showcases. But we got to move on now to the Xbox Game Showcase 2025. This is one of the big shows here. And there's a lot to cover here, a lot of good shit to cover here. This is also followed by the Outer Worlds 2 showcase direct, which I'll also touch on as well. Also, before I get into the Xbox show, I forgot to mention the IO Interactive Showcase. I checked that out for a couple minutes. Not worth covering. Okay, I usually love when publishers and developers, mainly publishers, IO Interactive is not really like a publisher. I think they publish other games, but they're not like Ubisoft or EA out there. I like when other studios and publishers have their own showcases, but only when they actually are. Like, this was at a La Quinta Inn ballroom hotel. All right, like this was really poor quality. 3 games. They've spent like 20 minutes on Hitman World of Assassination for like events and updates or whatever. They spent 5 or 10 minutes on 007 First Light, which they showed nothing new or revealed no other important information about. And then Mind's Eye, which is coming out like tomorrow, or 2 days from now, getting like another 15-20 minute thing. Like, nobody needs to see that. You know what I mean? So it was like a long showcase. It was just I looked at it and I was like, this is not worth covering. So I didn't cover it. We're moving back on to Xbox Game Showcase 2025. We started off with the Outer Worlds 2, got its brand new release date, October 29th, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5. More to talk about with the Outer Worlds 2 later on. Immediately following was High on Life 2, coming this winter to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Surprising to see this here. I thought it would be too early for another High on Life game. Apparently not, and I do believe that it is. You know, the last game also had a winter release date, came in December of 2022. I believe this might sneak out before the end of the year as well. Then Residents: A Plague Tale Legacy come in 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. I'm not sure what to make of this. I love the Plague Tale games a lot. I love stealth games, and those games are incredible. Residents follows the character that was introduced in A Plague Tale Requiem named... I don't know her name. I don't remember her name. It was a couple years ago. But this is focused... It looks like it's focused on her. There were no rats in this game. I'm not sure if this game is some kind of multiplayer thing. There were no words. There was no... Usually trailers have some kind of character talking about something, so it cues you in on what's going on. Not sure what's going on, whether this is a co-op game or a single player game, like the third installment of the series. I don't know what this is, but I'm into it. I will check it out. I want to learn more about Residents: A Plague Tale Legacy. The ROG Xbox Ally / ROG Xbox Ally X was revealed, which was the long-rumored Xbox handheld. It's not Xbox's very own, which is coming down the road. This was their partnership with ROG or Rogue. Is it ROG or Rogue? Could someone tell me out there? Rogue? But their new collaborative handheld coming holiday 2025. I'm not really a big handheld gamer. All these rumors and crazy. All I hear about is handhelds these days, and I don't really care about handhelds. I don't have any. If I had a use for them, I would. Something like this, I'd kind of be into just to check it out, but I'm not going to drop money on it just to check it out if I don't have a real use for it. But that's out there. The Blood of Dawnwalker coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5. This is like a vampire-y like action game. Reminded me a lot of Dontnod's Vampire from 2018. It's not that, but it looks interesting, I think. Super Meat Boy 3D is coming early 2026 to Xbox, PC, and PS5. This is kind of a big deal. Super Meat Boy is a classic indie game from like the Xbox 360 generation, and it's getting a 3D game here. I love 3D platformers. Looks very hardcore. Super Meat Boy is historically difficult. This looks difficult as well. Ninja Gaiden 4 showed up with its release date October 21st, about a week before The Outer Worlds 2. And we'll talk more about October because it's packed now with another Xbox game. Coming to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5. Can't wait for that. I loved Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I can't wait for more. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of the Giants DLC is coming September 4th. Don't know if I'm going to have a chance to get into that at all. September is looking mighty busy. Beast of Reincarnation, which is from Game Freak, one of the Pokemon studios out there. This looks really different. This is like a really dark. The music of Beast of Reincarnation gave me Expedition 33 vibes in the best way. It looks really like narratively well done, so to speak. Coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Clockwork Revolution got a really, really, really long new gameplay trailer. It's coming in due time, so be patient out there. I do think Clockwork Revolution is like probably coming next year, but they didn't give a window. The game looks fucking sick. It's from In Exile, their first like big like first person shooter RPG. They typically do like they're the Wasteland studio, so they've typically done like tactical isometric RPGs, but this looks fucking incredible. I can't wait to play this game. All right. It reminded me a little bit of Deathloop in like the different, like you could change the past or the future or something crazy. Fucking awesome looking game. Grounded 2 was revealed by Obsidian. It will be Obsidian's third game to be released this year. Of course, avowed earlier this year. Outer Worlds 2 in October. Grounded 2, July 29th, as part of Xbox's game preview program. So it's not the full 1.0 release, but it is coming next month to Xbox Series X and S and PC. Chronos: The New Dawn is coming fall 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. That is from Bloober Team, new IP from them. The Elder Scrolls Online Seasons of the Worm Cult coming June 18th. Aphelion from Don't Not Entertainment coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Aphelion really stood out to me. I initially thought it was Directive 8020 from the Until Dawn studio. I'll put them on the screen because I get them confused with some other studio. But I thought this was that, and it's not. It's from Don't Nod. I'm glad to see that Don't Nod is still doing their variety. They still have such a great like variety aside from just Life is Strange and Lost. Well, not anymore. They don't do Life is Strange anymore. That's Deck 9. But aside from like Lost Records they put out earlier this year, which I loved. These kind of those narrative Life is Strange like adventure games. I'm still glad that they're doing other things like Jusant, like Banishers last year, right? Like they're still doing a lot of new different things. Aphelion was a highlight for me because I love when Don't Nod does. I love their Life is Strange like games as of course, but I also love when they do stuff like Aphelion. Can't wait to learn more. There Are No Ghosts at the Grand coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC. This one stood out to me because you're renovating this kind of manor or library or whatever, but it gets way out of hand. You have this gun that like puts things back in order, and then. But also you're using it to like put platforms. It's crazy. You have to watch this trailer. I cannot explain it. It's impossible to explain. Was the wackiest, weirdest trailer of next to like Romeo is Dead that I talked about earlier. But this was one of the crazier trailers. You got to watch it yourself. Can't wait to learn more about that next year. Age of Mythology Retold, Heavenly Spear DLC ? Or some kind of expansion or whatever, coming fall 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Mudong Two Hearts 2026, Xbox, PC, PS5. This is like a really gritty kind of crime, action, sci-fi game. Really interesting looking. Planet of Lana 2, Children of the Leaf. I did not expect to see a sequel to Planet of Lana. A really cool 2D like stealth platformer. Not really a stealth game, but it's 2D like platformer game from 2023. Coming in 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. Really surprised to see that. I'm glad. I'm not like super excited to play a Planet of Lana sequel, but I am very surprised that we are getting one, and I will check it out next year. Timeline-wise, I'm not sure exactly if this takes place before or after or during the first game. I guess we'll find out. Fallout 76's Gone Fission update or event is out now. They got a little trailer here. Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive is coming fall 2025 to PC and 2026 to Xbox Series X and S. Animo is coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S and PC. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 showed back up here with its July 11th release date, coming, of course, to Series X, Xbox One, PC, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2. At Fate's End got revealed. This is the studio behind Spiritfarer, which is also doing 33 Immortals. I'm not sure if that's out yet. I can confirm, but this is another game from them. More in the line of Spiritfarer, although this is like more of like an action combat game, but it's like a 2D side-scrolling like Spiritfarer was. Coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Gears of War Reloaded showed back up. Of course, that's confirmed for August 26th. Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Persona 4 Revival was revealed. No release date or window. Coming to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Holy shit! This got me really excited. I loved Persona 3 Reload last year, but they are very, 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 very long games. I am hoping that this does not come out this year. Because if this Persona 4 Revival comes out this year, there's no chance I'm going to be able to play it at this point in the year. All right, Atlas, you did this fucking last year with Metaphor, dropping Metaphor in October. I can't do that in that amount of time, man, before the end of the year. So I'm hoping that Persona 4 Revival, like 3 Reload, is going to be an early 2026 game. That would give me a ton of time next year to play it and enjoy it without having to rush through it, because if it comes out this year, I might not even bother. All right? There's way too much other stuff going on this year. Please be a 2026 game, Persona 3 Revival. Sea of Thieves Smuggler's Tide, which is their 17th season, is coming August 2025. Invincible Versus, which is a new fighting game in the Invincible universe, coming 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. This next thing made me actually audibly gasp. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is coming to Xbox Series X and S. And also PC. I might already be on PC. This winter. I've been waiting for this game since it was revealed in 2019. Of course, it came out in 2020, and it's taken this many years to get it on Xbox. It's finally coming in the winter. I don't know if I'll play this immediately. I will eventually grab this. I will buy it. I will play it at some point in my lifetime on Xbox. But that's not all. Final Fantasy 16, which came out only 2 years ago. One of the big Game of the Year contenders, 2023. Final Fantasy 16, out right now on Xbox Series X and S. Huge deal. Huge deal. These games, mostly 7 Remake, have been locked away on PlayStation for so long. They're finally out of the cage. Okay, and now Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which came out last year, will probably also come to Xbox potentially next year. I would imagine, because Final Fantasy 16, it's only been 2 years. Next year will be 2 years since Rebirth, so I assume that that might be the pattern that they're going with for now with the Final Fantasy games. Very, very exciting stuff. I will be playing these games at some point in my lifetime. Keeper is coming October 17th to Xbox, Series XS, and PC. This is also a huge deal. This is Double Fine's game. Their first game since 2021, Psychonauts 2. They're back finally with Keeper. You play as this lighthouse. The art style reminds me a lot of South of Midnight, which came out earlier this year. It boggles my mind that we're getting 2 games with that art, with that kind of similar art style. I know they're very different, but they look very similar to me. And that's a good thing, because I didn't imagine that we were going to get anything else this year that looks anything remotely like South of Midnight. And we are with Keeper. My mind's kind of blown right now. October 17th, this is right before Ninja Gaiden 4, which is right before The Outer Worlds 2. So that mid to late October window is packed with huge Xbox games. Keeper looks fucking awesome. You're playing as this lighthouse, like I said. It's apparently like this puzzle game. You gotta watch this trailer. This is right up my alley. I cannot wait for this fucking game. I loved Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 was not my first Double Fine game, but my first major Double Fine game of consequence. I loved it. It was one of my favorite games. I think it was my 3rd favorite game in 2021. It made it up there. I can't wait for Keeper. And then Xbox closed it out with Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I'm not that thrilled for Black Ops. I think I've had enough. Call of Duty, ever since it's become so homogenous, right? Like all the UI looks exactly the same from game to game these days. And that goes for the games themselves. Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, almost, campaign aside, because the campaign of MW3 was very good. But like the multiplayer wise, it's all like the same. It looks the same. It feels the same. I know there's differences, but like Black Ops 7 is probably going to have the same army movement. Surprise, surprise. It's probably going to have the same UI, which matters to me. It's going to take place in the future, so it's not going to be like another 80s, 90s venture. I prefer the 80s and 90s Black Ops, I think, more than the futuristic stuff, but this is going to lean more futuristic, like the earlier Black Ops games. It's going to star David Mason. There was no release window, no platforms provided. I mean, it's going to be on everything, but no release window provided. There's going to be some kind of Call of Duty event later in the summer revealing all that stuff, but you know, not my favorite game to close out this showcase. I would say this showcase I wish I did a recap of last year's fucking Xbox showcase, because that fucking show was one of the best showcases these two eyes have ever fucking seen. I'm not going to go through it. I wish I did a recap last year, but this showcase overall wasn't as good as that, but it was still very strong and had an extremely strong ending. Going through it, my highlights, of course: The Outer Worlds 2, High on Life 2, Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy, Ninja Gaiden 4, Clockwork Revolution, Ophelia from Don't Nod, There Are No Ghosts at the Grand was a highlight for me, Persona 4 Rival, which was like really part of this is where Persona 4 was where this showcase started really like kicking for me. This had a very, very strong ending. Persona 4 Revival, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Final Fantasy 16 and Keeper were my highlights of the Xbox Game Showcase 2025. Then there was, to touch briefly on the Outer Worlds 2 Direct. They spoke for like a good 15-20 minutes on this before transitioning into like some kind of like a miniature 15-minute Direct for Grounded 2. So it wasn't just the Outer Worlds 2 Direct, it was kind of like an Obsidian Direct. But the Outer Worlds 2, biggest news that I took away from this: the game's going to have a fucking radio. I cannot wait for this. I love the Fallout games. A big part of that is because of the radio. I've been dying for a RPG that has a radio in it. Thank God. The first Outer Worlds did not. This is going to be all original music created just for the radio. They're not going to be pulling from from the outside, which it doesn't. I'm a little bummed out about, but at the end of the day, I'm not really gonna notice or realize that yeah, like something like this, you could pretend that it's all like older music that it wasn't created just for this. So I'm very, very, very excited. It's gonna have about 3 radio stations tied to some of the factions in the game. I gotta tell you, coming into the showcase, I was kind of like, I really liked the Outer Worlds one, and I was kind of excited for the Outer Worlds 2, but not that excited. This Outer Worlds 2 Direct got me really excited for the Outer Worlds. Like I'm at like a 75% excitement, closer to 80% now, but like that number is going to be growing as we approach October 29th. So radio was huge. The science guns they showed off were fucking incredible. There's one that, like, as you level it up, each time you level it up, it fucking cheers at you. And like there's like this crowd cheering, kind of like a Halo birthday party skull that you could do in Halo. It cheers at you, it shoots off little fireworks from the sides. There's another gun that fucking shoots like holographic advertisement drones, because this game is like a big commentary on capitalism, and it has all these ads from all these corporations. This gun shoots advertisement drones at enemies that can distract them. And then the game also has a Doom BFG, a big fucking gun, or an equivalent of that. Very, very stoked for the Outer Worlds 2. My excitement has been raised for this game in October. And then, the Grounded 2 Mini Direct. I'm not really a big fan of Grounded. So that's that. Let's move on now to the final showcase I'll be covering. This was the longest one by far. I'll try and go as fast as possible. The PC Gaming Show. We started off with a pre-show of 4 games. Trash Goblin's out now on PC. Whiskerwood's coming soon to PC. Outbound is coming to PC. And Cappy Castaway is also coming to PC at some point. Now the main show. Ambrosia is coming soon to PC. Far Far West is coming to PC. Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition coming July 15th to PC, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch. Fresh Tracks is coming August 12th to PC. Terminal Brigade coming to PC. Ratatan showed up again with its early access July 25th, coming to PC. Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth coming 2026 to PC. Necess version 1.0 coming October 9th to PC, and early access is out now. Den of Wolves got a new trailer and a deep dive. All Systems Dance coming to early access August 20th PC. Spooky Express is coming to PC. The Rogue Prince of Persia finally coming in August to PC. No console dates on that, which is sad. I liked Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is similar to that. So I'm hoping for console news in the future for the Rogue Prince of Persia. Engine Fall, June 13th through 15th playtest. Coming to PC. Eve Frontier, in quotes, Founder Access New Era, June 11th. I don't know what that means. PC. Skyrig, coming 2026 to PC. Kaizen: A Factory Story, demo on June 9th. Release July 14th, PC. And when I say PC, it's a combination of Steam, GOG, and or Epic Games Store. Mostly Steam. I didn't differentiate. PC means PC. It is what it is. Dawn Apart, July 14th, coming to PC. Modulus, early access October 22nd, PC. Generation Exile, demo out now to PC. The Alters reminds you that it's coming out June 13th to PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. That's one that I have on my calendar. Really doubt I'll be able to get around to it with everything else happening. We got Space Marine, like the remaster. We've got friggin' Rito remastered. I'm gonna play Rematch, Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. There's too much going on. I'm not sure if I'll be able to play the Alters. I'll certainly try. Pathfinder Abomination Vaults coming to PC. Moonlighter 2 The Endless Vault showed back up. Demo coming June 9th to PC, also on Xbox Series X and PS5. And I believe it revealed that the full release is coming this summer. That might have been old news from Day of the Devs. Barrow Trauma Home and Harbor Expansion coming 2026 to PC. No, I'm Not a Human has a demo out right now on PC. That's a really interesting one. I have that circled. Batsu got a demo that's out right now on PC. No More Room in Hell 2 is getting a new Broadway map in July. Coming soon for that game, a tutorial gym, a character customization creator, and an early solo extraction option. And it also revealed a summer roadmap that was too quick for me to see. So you're going to have to look that up on your own time for No More Room in Hell 2. Forever beta coming this year to PC. Mandrake is coming to PC. Pizza Bandit is coming to early access August 25th to PC. Demon School is coming out summer 2025. PC, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch. The Last Caretaker coming to PC. Railborn is coming to PC. Voyages of Nera multiplayer demo out now. Early access August 5th. That's PC. Icarus, Great Hunts coming soon to PC. Garbage Country coming to PC. Dark Switch coming to PC. Spirit X Strike, early access coming June 20th to PC. Worship coming early access coming July 16th PC. Stars of Icarus 2026 PC. 007 First Light showed back up with a deep dive coming 2026. Of course, PC, Xbox Series X, PS5, and Nintendo Switch 2. Goblin America is coming in 2025. I don't think they put platforms on that, but you could assume PC at the very least. Ever Siege Untold Ages is getting an alpha this summer, coming to PC. Pigface is going to early access in August. There's a Steam demo out right now. TerraTech Legion is coming to PC. Para Lives coming December 8th, early access to PC. Lost Rift coming to PC. Hellclock has a demo out now, coming July 22nd to PC. Militioner coming to PC. That's one that I have my eye on. Doesn't have a console window out. Hopefully it comes eventually. That's one, it reminds me a lot of last year's Indica. Very surreal. You're doing crimes in the city, but there's this giant fucking like police officer in the sky that's like watching you and reacting to the crimes that you're doing. Really, really, really interesting game. I was at PAX East last month. I didn't get to play this, but I saw some people playing it, and it looks fucking cool. PC. No window on that. Hopefully it comes to consoles eventually. Arcane Eats coming to PC. Gun Touchables, early access June 17th to PC. Ultra Kill Layer 8 Fraud, soon. I guess that is a DLC or something for Ultra Kill. Stario Heaven Tower, demo out now on PC. Dispatch showed up. That's the game from Telltale folks. They made their own studio named Ad Hoc. This is a game where you're like in the control room for a bunch of superheroes and you deal with their problems, I guess. It has a demo out right now on PC, and it's also coming to consoles. No firm release date on that. I think it has a 25 window for now. We'll see what happens. Wheel World coming July 23rd to PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. That's one that is familiar to me. I really doubt I'll be able to get around to it, though, this July. FBC Firebreak reminds you is coming June 17th to PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. That is, of course, Remedy's kind of co-op first-person shooter set in the Control universe. Looks really fucking crazy and wacky. You should look that up. Anno 117 Pax Romana coming November 13th to PC. Baby Steps reminds you it's coming September 8th to PC and PlayStation 5. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide Arbites coming June 23rd to PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. Endless Legend 2 early access coming August 17th to PC. Berserk or Die is out now on PC. Mycopunk coming July 10th to PC. Blippo Plus is out now on Playdate, and it's coming to PC and Nintendo Switch in the fall. Morbid Metal has early access August 20th, coming to PC. Love Eternal Q4 2025, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch. Busbound coming soon to PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. That's like a bus driver sim. Looks really interesting to me. I'm kind of I'm kind of craving like a bus driver, drive around a city and do all like the stops kind of sim. Atmosphar coming 2026 to PC. I think that's the second title in the PC game show that used far in the title. Voidbreaker is coming to Steam August 20th. Grave Seasons coming 2026 to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5. Home stretch here of the very, very long PC Gamer Show. Eyes of Hellfire early access in August to PC. Deadwire coming September to PC. Dinkum is out now on PC. Void Martyrs is coming to PC. Clover Pit coming this summer to PC. Eclipsium coming this fall to PC. Abyssus coming August 12th. There's a demo out now on PC. Ascendant is coming to PC. Mugenics is coming February 10th, 2026 to PC. Dead Reset is coming in September to PC, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch. Burn Band is coming to PC, and Wanderberg is also coming to PC. That does it for the PC gaming show. Very, very little stands out to me typically at PC gamer shows, but I cover it anyway, or I watch it anyway because it is still part of that E3 fixture that I adore so much. So it's a tradition for me to watch it every year, even though a very small percentage of the 80 games that they show stand out to me over the course of the 3 or 2.5 hour showcase. Highlights almost all of these names I don't remember a single thing about, but I circled them. Ambrosia, The Altars, No, I'm Not a Human, Demon School, The Last Caretaker, 007 First Light, of course, Pigface, Militziner, Dispatch, Wheel World, Morbid Metal, Love Eternal, Busbound, Voidbreaker, Grave Seasons, Void, Martyrs, Eclipsium, and Burn Band. So yeah, that does it for the PC Gamer Show, and that does it for Summer Game Fest 2025. Now, there were several other showcases that you should go out and watch that I didn't cover here. They are the Wholesome Direct, the Women-Led Games Showcase, Latin America Game Showcase, Southeast Asian Game Showcase, Green Game Showcase, Frosty Games Fest, and Black Voices in Gaming Showcase. You should go check all those out right now after this video, which is about to end. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to my coverage of Summer Game Fest 2025, my first ever SGF recap in my life. Okay? Several of the biggest showcases in SGF covered in the length of about one of them. Thanks so much for sticking around. I am contemplating doing a Gamescom recap in August, but I will definitely be back for the Game Awards in December to cover that. I haven't done that I skipped a year or two. I skipped the last 2 years, I think. I don't know. I think the last Game Awards I covered was 2023. I did not do it last year, so I'll be back in December for that coverage. But until then, I'll see you later. Goodbye.